welcome everyone. Today I'm going to give you 5 good builds to try out in set 4. I've been playing on PB for the past 2 weeks, so I've got a good feel of the game and some good comps you can try out. So the first one is going to be Morgana carry with 4 Enlightened. So this is going to be your core 6 units, and then at level 8 you can add in whatever you want pretty much. You can add in Aatrox Sejuani for 2 Vanguards, or you can add in something else like a Set and a Warwick for 2 Brawlers. Or what you can do is you can add in 4 Mystics with Yuumi and Zillion. Or if you can't find Zillion, you can just put in Cassiopeia like this. Also, what you put in can also depend on which Chosen you get. If you get an Enlightened Chosen, you take out Talon, and you get more flexibility because then you can fit 4 Mystics a lot easier, and you can fit the 2 Vanguards a lot easier. The best one is probably going to be the 2 Dazzler on Morgana, because then you can fit in 4 Dazzler with Ezreal. Or if you get like a Chosen Adept, then you can get in like Yone for 4 Adept, which is going to be very powerful. And then throw in like Sejuani as well. When it comes to items, the best ones are going to be GA and Morello. These are core on Morgana. And the third one is going to be Spirosojin. With the Enlightened buff, she's going to get a ton of mana while she's being attacked, and she's going to be casting her spell a lot. The way her spell works is that it makes her heal back up again, so she's going to be constantly healing back up and applying the Morello effect with her huge pool. You can also run Talon carry, and you need IE is a core item for that. And then the 2 other ones are Hand of Justice and Bloodthirster are pretty good. And if you're running him, you want to have a Pike in. Pretty much the same thing applies here. And if you're running this, then the next thing you put in is pretty much just whichever Chosen you get. Like if you get a Dazzler Chosen at level 8, you add another Dazzler. If you get a Mystic Chosen, you add in another Mystic, and so on. So next one up is going to be Spirits. This is going to be your core level 7 board where you're going to be playing most of the time. And then what you add in depends on which Chosen you get. If you get a Chosen Vanguard, then you can add in Aatrox for 4 Vanguard. This is really strong. If you find a Spirit Chosen, then you pretty much always want to throw out Teemo. If you find Chosen Spirit Teemo, you pretty much don't want to pick it up because these 3 are the only ones you really need. You can just add in another Aatrox. He's very strong. Or you can put in Shen and Zillion for 4 Mystics. Which also going to be really good. Depends a lot. You can also just add in like random legendaries like Ezreal. It's going to be very powerful. Alright, now to items. Like I said, Kindred's going to be your main carry, and there's 2 ways to itemize her. She can be both an AP and an AD carry. So if you go the AP route, like blue buff, Rabadons and Gunblade are going to be great because she's going to be constantly casting her spell because she only has 30 mana. She's going to be healing up with Gunblade. Or you can take a different route. I prefer this one with Rageblade, and then you can add in another RFC or a Hand of Justice. You only really need 2 of these. And then you want to have a Guardian Angel on your Sejuani's to make sure she casts. Any other tank items you can throw on her, like Gargle of Stoneplate, Warmogs, Dragonclaw, and also Ionic Spark is very good if you have GA. On Ahri, you can pretty much just put any items on her, like a Rageblade or a Deathcap, but you don't really prioritize itemizing Ahri until she's 2-star. And usually, by the time you find a 2-star Ahri, you're going to be picking up new items from the next carousels. So next one up is going to be Moonlight Reroll. Here we're running Aphelios as our main carry, and this is going to be your level 6 board that you're slow rolling with. If you found a Moonlight Chosen with either Aphelios or Sylas, you don't want to pick up a Moonlight Chosen of Lissandra or Diana, then you just throw out Lissandra, and you're going to be slow rolling at level 7 with this board. Because you still have 35% chance of 2 costs at level 7. So then you go for Aphelios 3-star and Sylas 3-star, so you can get the Aphelios to 4-star. Once you get this is going to be your level 8 board. But you can adjust it a little bit depending on what Chosen you find. Like I said earlier, if you find the Moonlight Chosen, you toss out the Lissandra. If you find a Hunter Chosen, you're just going to run 5 Hunters like this. If you find a brawler chosen, then you can take out Kindred to put in another brawler like this for 6 brawlers. And now when it comes to items, you pretty much just make Rageblade, and GA is core for Aphelios. The next item can be another Rageblade, or it can be IE, it's also going to do fine. Deathblade is going to do fine as well. But the core 2 items are these. So next one up is going to be Reroll chosen Dualists. Here we're running Yasou as our primary carry, and we need to have him as a chosen duelist, otherwise this build does not work that well. This is going to be your level 5 board that you're going to be slow rolling with, and you're going for Yasou 3-star, then Fiora 3-star. As soon as you hit Yasou 3-star, you don't really care about anything else, then you're just going to go to level 8. So you just sell the extra Fioras unless you're like 1 or 2 off. And then at level 8 you're going to end up with this build. This is going to be our level 8 board here. The only 2 things to keep in mind about positioning is both Yon and Yasou don't have any adjacent units because they really need that 80% lifesteal. When it comes to items, you only really need QSS, and then the rest of the items are pretty flexible, but the best one is going to be Infinity Edge with Titan's Resolve. He's going to stack up to 25 stacks quite often because he has so much lifesteal, and with Infinity Edge he's going to get to 25 stacks a lot quicker. Something like Hand of Justice and against his Rageblade is going to do fine on him as well. I've had success with both of these sorts of itemizations. And now to the last one, it's going to be Cultists with either Jhin or Kallista as your carries. If you're running Jhin as your carry, you need a Jinx for 2 Sharpshooter. If you're running Kallista as your carry, and if you're running Kallista as your carry, you want a Lee Sin in instead for 2 Duelists, or a Xin if you can't find him. Now what you add in might depend a little bit on your chosens. If you find a chosen Cultist, then Elise pretty much always has to go. And then you can add in either a Mystic unit like Yuumi or Cassiopeia, or a Shen is going to do fine. You can, if you get a chosen Sharpshooter, you can add in another Sharpshooter like Teemo, it's going to do fine. Or what you can do is you can just go full on 9 chosens with Twisted Fate and Elise like this. If you're running Jhin carry, good items on Jhin are the same as set 3, like Last Whisper, IE, Giant Slayer, Deathblade, Hurricane is really good now, Bloodthirster can even work. And if you're running Kallista carry, you really only care about Rageblade and Hurricanes. Those 2 are going to be the primary ones. Also Death Camp can work to shred through the enemies a lot faster, but I prefer more Rageblades and Hurricanes. So thank you so much for watching. If you learned something or you enjoyed, please press the like button, it would help me out a lot. And please also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get better at TFT, join the Discord. I have a bunch of resources there if you want to improve. I'm going to be updating you guys on the best comps as the set goes on. And if you want coaching, I also provide that. So information on the screen. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.